All right. Hey, team. So we are here for the mid-month check-in. I have some of you live in Team No Excuses, some of you live on the Zoom with me. So I'm going to be keeping up with comments in both places. So let me make sure I'm set up here. Okay, I got Team No Excuses. Let me check on my phone. You guys already know you can laugh at me because I'm not technology savvy at all. And then as people join in on the Zoom, I will do my best to keep an eye on that and get people admitted. But my messenger had several messages before I got on the Zoom of, I can't get logged in, I can't get on the Zoom. So I'm like, shoot, we'll just kill two birds with one stone, as my mom would say. And we'll stream it live to Team No Excuses, and then we'll be on the Zoom here and we'll just do the darn thing. So as people are coming in, I will just get everybody admitted in. I have Team No Excuses pulled up on my phone. So if you are live with us in Team No Excuses, hey, you can drop comments in Team No Excuses. I have the chat open here on the Zoom. So this is going to be super fun being live in Team No Excuses and being on the Zoom with you all who are live here on the Zoom with me. I'm very excited about this. So a little backstory of how this came about is I heard on a leader call where another fellow leader does these weekly accountability meetings with her leaders, but she only invites a very small amount of her leaders. Well, after I heard that, I reached out to some of the leaders on Team No Excuses, and we've been doing these weekly accountability Zooms where we've been checking in on Monday nights. And then this week, I was like, you know what? I really just feel led to open this up to all of Team No Excuses, because I know that things are wonky right now. I know that we are all kind of hitting that summer slowdown, as some people call it, but others are just booming right now. So there are some people that are just on top of the world with their business. Things are going great, no problems. But for some of us, we're really feeling that slowdown of the quiet VIPs, and people don't want to book parties and so on and so forth. So that's kind of what led me to open this up to all of Team No Excuses, because I feel like we really just all need this collaboration right now. We need this community. We need to be lifted up. We need the encouragement. We need the ideas. And for Pete's sakes, we need to know that we're not alone. I don't know about you, and you can drop me in the chat on the Zoom or the comments in Team No Excuses and let me know. Just drop a heart if you sometimes like to know that you're not alone, not just in your business, but life in general. We go through some stuff, and sometimes it's just good for me to talk to a fellow sister, a friend, someone from church, and for them to just say, Danielle, you're not alone. I deal with the same thing that you're going through. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, thank you. Like that makes me feel so much better to know that I'm not alone. So I want you guys to know, first and foremost, if you are experiencing a slower season in your business, if you are a brand new stylist and you are off to a slower start than what you anticipated, if you feel overwhelmed, you are not alone, okay? Do not feel like you are alone in this. Do not feel like you are walking alone, because you have a community of people, including myself, that will come alongside you and lift you up. And we will get through this together. And I promise you, we'll come out on the other side and we're going to be stronger than we were when we went into the storm. So that, I'm telling you guys, I can testify to that because I have been through that. I have been through many slumps and slowdowns and just droughts in my Color Street business. There have been times that I have felt like throwing in the towel and walking away. But you know what, you guys, I'm here right now talking to you as your leader, as the mama bear of Team No Excuses. And I am confidently saying that you can and you will make it through anything that comes your way. If you have negativity that is creeping into your mind, into your life, into your home, you have to stand up, you have to step on that, and you have to tell that negativity, not today, not today, Satan, not today. I'm not dealing with it. Because the more you allow that negativity to settle in and get comfortable, the longer it stays, the more comfortable it gets, and the more it consumes you. So you have to stop that. You have to stand up. You have to keep going. And I will tell you, the best way, hands down, to be successful in this business, and I don't care what area of the business you're talking about or you're thinking about, is to have a support sister, have an accountability partner, have a battle buddy, a power partner, whatever you want to call that person. You need to find someone. If you don't have anyone right now, you need to find someone. That is your homework. And that is what I want you to take away from this training, if nothing else, is to have someone that you can lean on, someone that you check in with almost daily. Someone that you talk to about your wins, your struggles, your darkness, your ideas. When you feel like you've hit a wall, when you need to pivot, you need someone that you can talk to that's going to be that person that says, oh, you've tried all that, you need to try this. Or, oh, you feel like giving up? No, don't do that, because I was there last month and here's what I did to get through that. Or, hey, you've ran out of ideas on parties, why don't you try this? Or that person that you can message and say, oh my gosh, I just got my first sale of the month and I'm so excited, and they can celebrate with you. You guys, you have to have a support sister, accountability partner, battle buddy, power partner, whatever you want to call them. There's so many different names out there, but at the end of the day, it is your person. It is your Color Street sister that is going to hold you accountable, that is going to be your person. So if you don't have anybody, I want you to start thinking right now. If you can't think of anybody that you could reach out to and ask to be that person, I want you to reach out to the person that you enrolled with and say, hey, Danielle's talking about some jazz about a support sister and accountability partner, blah, blah, blah. I need someone, connect me with someone, and your enroller will get you connected. If they don't know anybody, they will reach out to their enroller. But you guys, you need to have somebody that you can lean on, because this is a business. If you did not know, you are an independent business owner. You are self-employed. You own your own business. And if you've never owned your own business before, let me tell you, coming from someone who has ran a big construction company for my husband, there is ebb and flow in business. There are months where things are booming and you are raking in all the money. And there are months where you can't find a freaking job or a referral to save your life. It's like that in business. It's like that with Color Street. It's like that with regular stores. It's like that with boutiques. It's like that with insert any direct sales company that you can think of. Things are up and things are down. So when things are good, you have to appreciate it. You have to be excited. And then when things are down, it's okay, because that doesn't mean that you failed. That just means that you are going slower than you really want to go. But let me tell you right now what we are going through. And you guys, you can listen to me if you want to, or you can think I'm crazy. This is my 4th year with Color Street, my 4th year. Okay, you guys, I joined in August of 2018. I joined in the busiest time of the year. The fall is the busiest time of the year. When I joined, things were booming, things were crazy. And I joined at the beginning of August. So I'm letting you guys know right now, this is the calm before the storm. Things right now might be slower than what you want them to be, but I will let you know also that people are still buying nail polish. People want their nails done. People want their toes done. People want nail care. Okay. We have cosmetics coming too. People are buying nail polish. We just have to be out there pivoting and making those connections. My sales right now are just under $800. I've not had a single party this entire month, you guys. So I'm telling you, it can be done, but you have to be consistent. You have to be showing up when people want their nails done or their toes done, or they want some bomb nail strengthener, or they want some good polish remover, or whatever it is. You want them to think about you, because you are flipping your lights on every single day. You are showing up in your business. So when they need that stuff, they are coming to you. So, okay, I had stuff that I wanted to talk about on this Zoom, and I've been preaching for the last 10 minutes. So if you guys are still with me, just let me know. You can just drop me a little hands up emoji in the comments or something and let me know that you're still here with me. I didn't really plan to get on here and preach, but I'm preaching. And anybody that's been here a while, you guys know that whatever comes to my heart, I share it. And sometimes that might come across as, whoa, pump the brakes. But you guys, everything that ever comes out of my mouth is coming to you in love. Like, you guys, I am the mama bear of Team No Excuses. I am beyond passionate about Color Street and what this business can do for people. What do you need? No, you need to go out there and sit while I finish the Zoom. Okay, go. Okay. But I'll be done in just a minute. But I have been through a lot in my Color Street business, and I can tell you guys that things are going to be just fine. Okay. And as you can tell, I am beyond passionate about this team, my business, Color Street, our CEO, our home office. I stand behind all of them 100%. And I know that things are definitely slower right now. We just got news today that we have this amazing collection launching Thursday. You guys, my personal opinion is this is the best collection they have had in a very freaking long time. Like, there is not a set in this collection that I don't like. I am beyond excited about this. My VIPs are already going nuts. I have already started a bulk order form for this. And I already have orders coming in. People are wanting these sets. So I am very, very excited about this. There's comments in the team page, but I want to pull up my notes of the stuff that I want to talk about. So I'm going to have to pop over to Team No Excuses in just a minute. But this is what I want to tell you guys. I want to touch on a couple things, and I'm going to try to go through this quickly because I want to open this up to anybody that wants to share anything, or has any questions. I have the chat open over here on the Zoom, and I promise Team No Excuses, I will check those comments in just a minute. I did see those coming in. Let's see. Yes, so Kelly said, does a support sister relationship need to be where you both can lean on each other, not just one lean on the other? So that's the goal with the support sister, would be somebody that has similar goals in their Color Street business as you do, that has the same amount of commitment, because that's the other thing with Color Street is Color Street as a whole, and specifically Team No Excuses, we have some people that do this as a hobby. We have some people that do this part-time. We have some people that do this full-time and they don't work a day job. We have some people that do this full-time and have a full-time day job. So the amount of commitment and time and goals and all that is completely different. So I highly encourage you to find somebody that is on a similar path as you, that has similar commitments to their business, similar goals, things like that, because it just makes that relationship that much stronger, because you guys are both on the same commitment level and you are pushing for the same goals or very similar goals, if that makes sense. Oh, Christina, you already answered her. Sorry. Okay, Kelly, you already got your question answered. Oh my gosh, I should have read on in the comments, but I didn't. Okay, so something that I want to bring up is social media as a whole has calmed down over the summer. And I want you to think about yourself when you think about your audience. So it's really easy to get discouraged and say, oh, my VIPs are checked out, or, oh, nobody wants to book a party. Okay. How much are you on social media? How much are you engaging in Facebook groups? How many parties are you hosting for other direct sales right now? Like, take yourself and put yourself in your audience's shoes. And I know a lot of my people don't want to host parties right now. I have catalog parties that are going on right now, but I haven't received any orders from those. People are busy. People are on vacation. People are spending time with their kids. They're on summer mode right now. So they're not spending as much time on social media as they do in the other months. They're outside, they're doing things, they're living life. And you can't be upset about that, but it's our job to pivot and figure out how to get around that. So how can we get around that? And how can we still be successful? What am I doing? How do I have almost $800 in sales? It's from personal connections. It's from following up. It's from reaching out to people, sending messages to my VIPs, staying in touch with my VIPs through private messaging on Facebook Messenger. It's sending weekly or maybe twice a week emails to my customers. It is doing in-person connections, meeting up with people, doing things outside of social media. We have to think outside the box. And when people get off of social media, when social media slows down, we can't say, oh, well, we're not going to work our business because my VIPs aren't going to show up. No, we have to think outside the box. We have to do things differently. And that's what I personally have been doing. I don't know if anybody else is on here, if you want to drop something in the chat of what you've been doing to work your business in the slower season, things that you are having that are helping. I'm actually going to pull up Team No Excuses comments right now because I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so I don't see any questions right now. And Team No Excuses, just thank you. I really needed that. And I don't know what that was in response to. But okay, let me go on to the next, because I don't want to keep you guys here forever. But it is so very important, you guys. to stay consistent in your business. So I know a lot of times when things slow down, it's really easy to say, well, my VIPs are checked out. My VIPs don't want to party. My VIPs don't want to participate in my group. So it's summertime. I'm just going to take a break. I'm just going to take the summer off. And then when things pick back up in August, I'm going to come back. I'm going to get back in the swing of things. You guys, what happens when you stop that consistency is you lose your momentum. And after you are not engaged in your business for so long, it's very, very hard to come back. It's very, very hard to get that momentum back. And even if you take a 2-week break, a 4-week break, a 2-month break, whatever it is, and you come back and you are full of excitement because you just heard about the conference announcements, you just heard about the incentive trip, you just heard about the cosmetics coming, you just heard about all the new things that are happening that we just heard about at conference, and you come back and you are on top of the world and you are so excited. And you come back and you're like, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm going to try to earn this incentive trip. We got these new products coming. We got this new fall catalog. And then you come in and your VIPs are crickets, because guess what? They have been showing up. They have been wanting polish. They have been wanting a nail lady that's showing up, and you haven't been there because you decided to take off. And you guys, I'm speaking this from experience. I have done this personally myself, and I have had to really work hard, very, very hard, to get that momentum back, to get that trust back, to get that loyalty back from my customers. So you guys, just because things are slower does not mean that you throw the towel in. You have to keep showing up, because if you fail your customers or you bail out on them, they're going to bail on you. They're going to go find that person that's showing up every day and sharing on their social media, that person that's following up with them to see how they're doing, that person that's following up to see if they need anything, that person that's reaching out saying, hey, Danielle, we got this new bomb collection that's launching this Thursday. Do you need anything? That's who they're going to connect with. And they're going to stay with that person because that person's loyal. That person's showing up. They know, like, and trust them. So they're going to do business with them. You want to make sure that you continue to show up, you guys. I can't stress that enough. I have seen it with my own eyes through people on this team. I've seen it myself in my personal business. It is very hard to get that momentum back. And it's very hard to get that know, like, and trust back from your customers if you bail out on them. So you need to stay consistent. You need to keep showing up. One way to do that, and what I've been doing through the summer, and I'm being honest, you guys, before the summer, I was failing at this, and I'm just being transparent because I'm always honest and open with you guys. A form that I created myself that I know works because I used it, and that's how it came to life and was birthed into Team No Excuses, is the Nail Your Week form. I started using this when I saw my sales slow down, when I saw my parties slow down, when I saw the VIP interaction slow down, when I saw things coming to that summer slowdown. I was like, okay, it's time for me to get back to the basics. It's time for me to hold myself accountable and know that I am showing up week after week after week, doing what I need to do. And that is what has carried me through the summer months. Last month, I had $900 in sales. I can't remember exactly what it was, but no parties last month. I had 900, maybe a little over 900. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was all from the Nail Your Week form. That was from following up with samples, following up with customers, reaching out to people privately, sending those emails, doing all of the things that I just shared a minute ago, because I saw the slowdown coming. And this is what I have done week after week through the summer, is pulled out this form to make sure I'm posting in my VIP. I'm doing the personal development. I'm doing the business development. You guys, we have to be a student stylist all the time. We need to be learning and developing our business all the time. How do you do that? By listening to people that are successful, listening to people that are sharing things with us. How do you do that? YouTube, Facebook, Color Street Facebook group. Listen to Connect the Dots every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Somebody is sharing something that they are successful with in their business. We have a Tuesday training, an All Stylist Tuesday training every single Tuesday. You can tune into that. When you are struggling in your business, you need to lean on those trainings. That is developing your business. The next thing is hostess coaching. If you are doing parties, sharing a business blessing every single week, thanking your customers for their support. Like, how has this business blessed you? What is this business doing to change your life? And a lot of times people hear business blessings and they're like, oh, well, I'm not making money from this business. You guys, If you feel like the only blessing that comes from this business is financial blessings, you have it all wrong. Because I will tell you, the biggest blessing that came to me from this business is the community. It's the people. That's why I'm here. I love the people. I love my team. I love my customers. Everybody that I have met through this nail polish, that is what keeps me going, is the community. So you can talk about that, the friendships, the support, the confidence, the friendships, the beautiful fingernails that you get to wear all the time. So there's so much more to this business than just financial blessings. Going live in your VIP group, that is key. You need to go live, share your excitement, talk to your VIPs, let them know, like, and trust you. Let them know that, hey, I'm still here. I'm still working my business. Game nights, that's so important in your VIP group. Try to do those twice a month if you can. And then at the bottom of this form, there's follow up with samples. Send 5 samples. If you don't have any samples to send because you're not doing parties, that's when you start getting in those private messages and you message people in your VIP group and say, oh my gosh, Danielle, I just picked your name to get a free accent bundle from me. What is your address? I'm going to drop it in the mail. I wanted to thank you for being part of my VIP group. However you want to word it, but you don't have to say, hey, Danielle, do you want a sample? No, you make it exciting. Like, oh my gosh, Danielle, you were randomly selected today to get a free accent pack from me for being a part of my VIP group. What's your address? They're going to give you their address and you're going to send them the free sample to try. So right there, you've made a connection. Send 5 samples, follow up with samples, follow up with customers or orders, ask people to host, and make new connections. So that's what's on this Nail Your Week form. And I don't always fill in every single spot every single week, but I try my darndest to fill it out every single week. And you guys, if you are doing these things week after week, you are going to stay consistent. You are not going to see a huge slowdown in your business, because trust me, I haven't. And like I said, I have not done any parties, you guys, and I hate to even come on here as your leader of this team and say, I am not doing parties right now. But I have asked and asked and asked, and people are just not wanting to do parties. Now, I take that back because I am doing a Wheel of Prizes party tomorrow night, and stay tuned because I'll share how all that goes. But other than that, I have not had any parties yet. And my sales are still, I'm earning an enhanced commission check this month. I earned one last month. So it is possible, you guys. Okay, let me see what else I have to talk about. I think the last thing that I wanted to talk with you guys about, and again, you guys, whether you're watching live in Team No Excuses or you're watching live on the Zoom with me, if you have questions, put those in the comments or the chat if you're on the Zoom. If you want to speak up and say anything here live on the Zoom with me, just do the little raise your hand emoji thing that comes up on your screen. And I will be more than happy to bring you on, because I don't want this to be all about me. I would love for others, you know, to share so that the team can hear from you all. But obviously, if you're busy, if you're doing live right now and you're just tuning in, you don't have to come on and talk. I never want to put anybody on the spot. People always say, Danielle, you remind me of a teacher putting people on the spot when we're on Zooms. Like, they get scared that I'm going to call on them and make them talk. So I'm not going to do that to you guys. Okay, so the last thing I have to talk about is conference, which conference is coming up in just a couple weeks. And you guys, conference is huge. We are going to hear about the new products that are coming. We're going to get a peek at our fall and winter catalog. We are going to learn where the next incentive trip is. We're going to learn where conference is going to be next year. There's going to be so much excitement coming from conference, and it is going to pump you up. You are going to be excited. So right now, you want to be staying consistent, because if you are going to push for our next incentive trip, I will tell you now that every single incentive trip requires enrollments and it requires volume. So you have to have personal volume and you have to have enrollments. So how does that happen? That happens from parties, nail bars. So even if you're not booking nail bars right now, you need to be working to fill your calendar in August. There is no reason that people are not going to want to party in August. I have a list of people that are hosting in August because they're like, oh yes, the kids are going to be back in school. Things are going to be back to normal. Your fall catalog is coming. You have new products coming. Sign me up. I will host in August. People will host in August. So right now, that's your goal, is to say, hey, I am booking nail bars for August. I have this, this, and this date available. Which one works best for you? And get your August calendar filled, because it's going to be crazy once everything is announced at conference. And I'm telling you guys, there's some big announcements coming at conference. So, okay, let me look at the view up here at the top. I have all of your boxes up here. I'm just making sure nobody has their hand up to say anything. So Sandra says, I have a couple people that are not really doing parties, but they have a party link and are sharing their nails with their friends. I do daily posts on their walls, also show our nails and nail care products. That is great. I love that. Yes, that is great. Okay, let me see if there's any questions that came up in Team No Excuses. Okay, I don't see anything. So, oh, Christina. Christina has her hand up.
Hi.
Hey.
I figured I'd step into it and talk a little bit. It is definitely, I know, been a rough month for a lot of people, but you know, it's kind of going back to basics, reaching out to people in the real world when you're out and about, you know, sharing your nails. I actually found wanted to kind of share some of the things I've done that were successful this past week. And one of them is I did, of course, my nails on the live. Partially, I'd done one layer, and then I let my group know with some images of the current layer I had on that I was going to upgrade the mani basically and add more to it. So did a little tips and tricks live while applying my nails, and then took the 2 nail sets and the twosies I used for the mani to do a bundle deal. So that ended up being a huge hit. They get to see the set. I've done this in the past before, and it always works out really well. You don't necessarily have to do, you know, if you have any kind of stock, put together bundles, maybe find manis on the Nelfies, or sorry, Nelfies. Find Nelfies in the Nelfie groups that are really awesome looking, that require like 2 sets or 2 sets, and maybe you have some twosies that'll go with it, and then make bundle deals. When people see, you know, the manicures or the Nelfies that look really good, and they're already the idea of how to mix them together, that's really good way to share and sell. The other thing I did recently, and I used to do these a lot, and they were always a big hit, is doing a live bingo game. And it's very simple, but you could probably even Google bingo games in, you know, multiple groups at this point, because it's been done quite a bit. And you can get bingo boards in the what do you call it, in the graphics group. It ended up being quite a big hit with my group, the ladies. I didn't have a whole bunch because I haven't done them in a while that ended up joining, but I still made about $300 in that live sale I did last night. And I had a couple people order a little bit more today. So stuff like that, going live, showing sets, basically play a big game of bingo during it, and then doing a live sale showing what I have in my stock at the same time. Works out really well. I also incorporate my prize wheel. So it was a lot of fun. And the ladies had a blast.
Wow.
So,
oh my gosh. Yes. I love all of that. My goodness. That's what we need, is like ideas like that, where, you know, we're pivoting, we're thinking outside the box, and, you know, still able to be successful. I love that, Christina. Thank you for sharing that. I just wanted to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, you guys, so we're right at 30 minutes. So we're over 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. But you guys, I would love for you to let me know one thing that you took away from this. So I did tell you to take away the power partner, support sister thing. But other than that, what did you take away from this? And I would love for you to share that and let me know, because you guys know that's my goal every time I share anything, is just to touch you all and to leave you with one good thing, even though I said a billion words. So let me know what you took from this. And I will also attach the link to the Nail Your Week form. That way, those of you that have never seen it before, you can pull it up, check it out, see if it's something that you want to incorporate into your business. And if it doesn't suit your business, then, you know, take mine and tweak it to make it your own, and pull things from mine that you like and add, you know, what you want to add. But the main thing is just the accountability in your business and holding yourself accountable, because I can promise you, there's nobody that is going to really wake up in the morning and say, Danielle, I want you to be successful. You know, like you have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to be self disciplined and you have to show up for yourself because you are self employed. So you are an independent business owner, which means you have to have a lot of self motivation, self discipline. You have to be willing, you know, to put in the work when you don't feel like putting in the work. And that's what this form is for, is just to hold you accountable and have something that, you know, is right there in front of you. That's like, okay, Danielle, you know, today's Tuesday and you haven't done your personal development yet. So that tells me I need to go on YouTube and find a video to watch, or I need to pick up my book and read my book, but I need to put some positivity in my mind because you guys, I've said this a billion times, what you give power to has power over you. So if you are feeding your mind with positivity, then that negativity is eventually going to leave because that positivity is going to have power over you. So personal development is huge, you guys. It is so huge. You can get personal development on YouTube, podcasts, books, whatever you prefer, audio books if you don't like to pick up books and read them. I'm a highlighter. I love highlighting things. So I have to have an actual book in my hand to read, but some people prefer audiobooks. But there's some great podcasts out there too. So, all right, you guys, I will attach the Nail Your Week form to this. That way you guys can check that out and definitely let me know what you took from this. And I'm super excited to see what's coming at conference. I would love to know, what do you guys think is going to come at conference, and what do you think our next incentive trip is going to be? Where do you think it's going to be? I would love to know. Okay, you guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great evening or day or whenever you're watching this. Bye, guys.